Listen, we were chatting up a storm here. I'm with Dugal, Director of Violence Prevention for the Canadian Women's Foundation, a charity that is very near and dear to our hearts here at Rogers. We do a lot of work with them. This is all, of course, to help women in very difficult situations. We're talking domestic abuse situations, and thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much for having me.
Listen, the instinct to call you was almost immediate yesterday after the Ray Rice and his wife Janae Rice, the whole situation, of course, happening with this NFL football player who's been fired after this video of inside the elevator of him knocking his wife out has surfaced. Janae has now come out in defense of her husband on Instagram, saying, she wishes everyone would leave them alone and that she will show the world what true love means. A lot of people, and you don't understand this reaction. They're criticizing her. They're saying, how could she say this? How could she do this? People are angry at her. Please take us through what the mindset of an abused woman. How can she possibly think this right now?
There may be many things in play. It's a very complex thing, relationship abuse. And what we know is that sometimes there's a cycle of violence. And it may start off that there's growing tension. There'll be a sudden explosion of violence. And then he says sorry. He says it's all going to get better. It's over. It's never going to happen again. And they go through a honeymoon period. And then the tension starts to rise again. That's one of the ways at Canadian Women's Foundation that we look at relationship violence. So she may be truly, deeply believing that he will stop the violence.
I was talking about this with Alex before. Part of this is also, to me, it almost resembles Stockholm Syndrome. She truly believes that, she
has no other choice.
She has no other choice, and she even apologized for her role in this. Take me through that.
Well, she may feel that she's to blame, and one of the reasons women feel that they're to blame for the relationship violence is because they have been told they are worthless. Their confidence is destroyed. They don't believe they can manage anything. They don't even believe what they feel themselves. They are told what to think and believe, told what to cook for dinner, told what to wear. And so when you're in that situation of complete control, someone has that much power over you, you can't make necessarily a rational decision.
Yeah, and I know I can, I don't know how much. Put $100 on the table. I bet you there's a woman watching us right now who is watching the situation and looking at the reaction that Janae is getting. A lot of people are calling her names on some different social media and saying, I can't come out and tell my story because I understand her. What is the message for women at home watching this who may be in a similar situation?
I think, first of all, if you're in immediate danger, you have to call 911. But over time, you have to find someone who you can speak to, someone who'll listen to you, someone who will believe what you say, and listen without judgment. That's really important because, as you say, you're not going to come forward if you think someone's going to blame you. We have to stop the victim blaming.
Yes, we have to talk about that. A lot of people are saying, well, we don't, and this actually sickens me, we don't know what happened before. Did she hit him? Was, a lot of people saying maybe this is a one-time thing, she should forgive him. Is it ever forgivable, and is it ever a woman's fault?
It's never okay. It's never okay to be violent in a relationship, and a woman is never to blame for violence. Relationship violence should not be happening, and that's what we truly believe in Canadian Women's Foundation, that no woman should experience any kind of abuse at any time.
Well, listen, we're going to put up the phone numbers there. If you are in any kind of danger, if you are looking for a way out, and we should remind people that help is available. The Canadian Women's Foundation, of course, you provide so many different services, from shelter.
We support shelters, we support healthy relationships programs for teens, we support programs for women rebuilding their lives in cities all across Canada where we have programs. We're happy to help, but I think you can also call SOS Violence Conjugale.
Yeah, the number is right there. And again, if you are in immediate danger, please call 911. Love should not hurt. This is the takeaway. If you are confused, call the numbers. The numbers are there. And Dugal, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We can sit here and talk about this for another 4 hours, if not more.
I have a lot to say.
A lot to say. All right.